Welcome back to Library on Demand. In this video, we will talk about some search strategies that will help you become a more efficient researcher and make tackling assignments a little easier.
Hi, I have an assignment about green initiatives on college campuses, and my professor said I need to use at least 3 scholarly sources. I haven't found anything, and my roommate said you helped her.
Great! I'm glad you decided to come to the Research Services Desk and ask for help. That is what librarians are here for, after all. So, where have you looked for sources so far?
Well, I Googled the topic, but I couldn't figure out which sources were scholarly and what wasn't. There were just so many results.
I hear that a lot, and I can definitely help. Let me show you the library's Summon search. Summon is a search engine like Google, but it only searches the library's resources. By focusing on library resources, you will definitely find scholarly sources on your topic. So tell me about your topic.
Well, my professor said it has to be on green initiatives on college campuses.
Okay, well, it seems like green and campus might be the key words in that statement. So let's try a summon search for those words and see what happens. Typing green campus into the search box returned over 239,000 results.
Whoa, 239,000 results are way too many for me to deal with.
I agree. Let's think about refining your search to something more specific. So what did you want to focus on?
Well, I see that some of these results are for China, and I want to focus my paper on the United States.
Okay, great. We can add the words United States in quotation marks, and that really cuts our results down. Putting a phrase in quotation marks means that the search engine will look for that exact phrase.
That's helpful information, but there are still too many results.
Okay, let's think about your topic again. We know you want green campus initiatives on college campuses in America. So what else have you talked about in class that sounded interesting?
Well, I like the idea of green buildings.
Okay, great. So let's change our search string to green buildings, campus, United States. So now we have about 3,000 results.
Okay, this looks better, but that's still too many results. Is there anything else we can do?
Yes, I agree this is still a little bit overwhelming, so these filtering options along the left side of the page will help us make that number even more manageable. So let's talk about the full text online filter. The upside to this filter is that we should now have results that link directly to an article in one of our digital databases. The downside to this filter is that you've eliminated results that may be some of the best resources on your topic, like articles in digital databases we don't have access to. But if you've built enough time into your research process, you can submit an interlibrary loan or an ILL request for them. ILL is a free service that you can use to request items we don't have access to in this library. When is this paper due?
It's due in a week.
ILL requests for articles will usually be emailed to you within 3 to 5 business days, so you could use ILL for this paper if you need to. But for right now, it seems like there is still plenty of articles available on this topic that we do have access to. Remember that the full text filter also eliminates books or movies that reside in the library. You should do a GeoTom catalog search later to find them. You also mentioned that your articles have to be scholarly. Scholarly or peer-reviewed articles go through a more rigorous submission process, which should make them more reliable, which is probably why your professor told you that you should use them instead of other articles on this topic. So let's click on the filter for scholarly and peer-reviewed. And now we're down to about 300 results. I want to note that using this filter means newspaper articles, magazine articles, and book results are eliminated. Sometimes these types of resources can be helpful with your research, so don't just click this filter automatically. Check with your professor for each assignment to ask if you must use scholarly articles.
My professor definitely said I have to use scholarly articles, so I think we should use the filter this time. Thanks for helping me understand what scholarly articles are.
Sure. Another way to make sure that your results have scholarly articles in them is to use the filter for content type and click on Journal Article. I want to point out that these results are sorted by relevance, which means that the search engine puts the results that it thinks have the most in common with your keywords at the top of the list. Often this is the most helpful sort, but you can also sort your results by date. Click here to change the sort from relevance to date. It's always good to check each search engine sorts its results because some default to date or alphabetical, but you can usually change it to whatever suits your purposes.
Okay, great point. I definitely want to have current sources for my paper, and this seems like a manageable number of results for me to evaluate. Thanks for walking me through these tips.
Yeah, before you go, let me show you one other really cool thing about Summit. Do you see this little folder with a plus sign? When you find an article that will be helpful with your research, click this icon and Summit will save it for you. Click the folder icon on any of your saved items to see all of your saved results. Do you know what citation style you need to use for your paper? MLA, APA, or Chicago maybe?
I think I heard my professor say something about MLA format.
Great. Choose MLA from the drop-down menu and Summon will format the articles using the citation style you picked. When you're ready to work on your citations, double-check these for accuracy against the official style guide online at the Purdue OWL or with the librarian.
Wow, I didn't know the library could help me with something like citations.
The library can help you with almost everything associated with research, except actually writing your paper. Back to our list of saved search results in Summon, we have the articles formatted according to MLA, and now you can email this list to yourself. I always recommend that you email yourself the search to make your life a little easier.
Thanks so much for your help. I feel much better about my paper now, and it looks like I need to start evaluating these articles.
No problem. Searching using Summon or any search engine can seem overwhelming at first. However, smart searching, like any other skill, gets easier the more you do it. Don't forget to also search the Geotom catalog for items in our library on this topic. If you need help with that, or if these articles aren't working out for you, just come back to the Research Services desk for more help.
Thanks again.
Bye.